Welcome back to my channel. This is just Chris. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, thank you. And if you are returning, welcome back. So today I wanted to make a quick little video. As you guys have seen, if you haven't, I do love to travel, and I have been doing some travel videos. And I wanted to pretty much bring awareness of how amazing traveling abroad can be and the benefits of it. So today I just want to talk about the top 5 reasons why you should travel abroad. So the first reason, and I'm going to be looking at my notes, so bear with me, but the number one reason, or one of the reasons, is to experience a new culture. Now, for some of us, we have never traveled abroad. We have never even traveled outside of our state that we live in, our city. I actually know some people who have never left their city, which I think is crazy. It's crazy how you can live in a place your whole life and not get tired of that place. So it's crazy, but I think that traveling abroad will definitely help expand your mind, like give you a whole different experience than what you're used to. The same talk, the same walk, the same everyday thing that you do, just getting outside of that normal thing that you have seen your whole life or most of your life will give you an opportunity to be around cultures and people that are just so different from you. Like all the way from the way they look to how they eat to everything. There's certain things that you may notice or you may see and it's like, whoa, that's weird. But it's not weird, it's just a completely different culture. And you would never even get to experience how amazing someone else's culture can be if you don't open up your mind to do it. Me personally, when I travel abroad, I like to get in the heart of where the people are. I don't want to go to the tourist sections. I started off traveling as a missionary with my church, and we never went to the tourist side. We only went inside of people's homes, inside of their churches, you know, walking how they walked and did everything that they did. So I didn't get to experience all of the tourist sites, and that actually made me gain lots of appreciation for different cultures and countries, to where now even when I travel by myself, I don't want to go to the more touristy areas in some places because I feel like I'm missing out on the real experience. For example, when I went to Jamaica, yes, the touristy area was close by, but we stayed in areas that were very just like where the real people lived, which of course can have its downfalls, you know, its downside to it because of how dangerous it can be. But you're gonna miss out on the beauty of the country, and that's just me personally. Obviously everybody has a right to their own opinion, but traveling and getting that real experience is what I personally love. I love to be around the real people, not around a bunch of tourists from the United States or Europe or whatever. I love to be around the heart of the people. So me personally, experiencing that real culture, that real authentic food or whatever it may be, has been an amazing experience for me. So just experiencing the culture and getting a different perspective would be number one. Number two, expanding your mind. It kind of goes along with number one. Expanding your mind to see the beauty of little things. For example, my first missions trip, my first time leaving the country, I actually went on a 21-hour flight to Africa, and I was around people who, they play football, which is actually, it's called football, but it's soccer, you know, for us in the United States. And every day, you know, they would walk very long to go to church, come back. There's just a lot of walking. The section of Africa that I was in, and they would have like this big event where they would play football or soccer, and all the family would gather around, they would eat, and they would just have a good time. And for me, I was talking to one of the guys, and I just said, is this what y'all do every day? Like, you don't ever get bored? Don't you want to be in America? Don't you want to come to where we are and experience all these great things that we have? Like, don't you miss that, or don't you want to see that? And he looked at me and he was like, no. He said, I'm out here, we have a good time with my family. He said, we have an amazing time. We have real authentic experiences every day, and I look forward to it. And he was like, what do y'all have in the United States? A bunch of distractions. Y'all have a bunch of technology, a bunch of money that y'all waste. He said, no, thank you. I'm good right here. And it kind of did something to me, you know, because I'm thinking we live in a country where we have everything at our fingertips. You don't even have to leave your house if you don't want to. But he was teaching me something, and I really didn't think about that. And I still thought about that today, because that was a long time ago on my first mission trip. And it really just kind of gave me a perspective of having more is not always better, you know? Like he said, it's a lot of distractions. We have a lot of distractions here because everything is literally at our fingertips. You don't even have to date. You just flip online and swipe. Okay, she's ugly. Nope, don't like her. Nope. Like, everything is at your fingertips. And that's not always better. So that gave me a different perspective. It gave me a different way of thinking. It opened up my mind to see maybe he was right. Maybe having so many things is not always better. Yes, we're blessed to be in a rich country and have all these things at our fingertips. But is that really benefiting us? You know? So that's one thing that stayed with me. And it's many things that just stayed with me. Wonderful experiences that sorry, this little thing is shaking. A little windy out here. But anyways, just getting a broader perspective on life. So that would be number 2. Number 3, you meet amazing people. Oh my goodness. I still have this app called WhatsApp where you can connect with anybody around the world if you have the internet. I have met so many amazing people, and I still contact them, and we still keep in contact to this day. People I literally met in Trinidad, in different parts of Africa, different parts of the Caribbean, different parts of Europe. We still connect to this day, and you meet the most amazing people. Like, I have met so many amazing people traveling. You get to really experience them and really get to know them. I met a girl on my recent travel to South America. We stayed together for a whole month. We still keep in contact. She still, will shoot me a message or two and just be like, hey, I'm thinking about you, what you got going on, how's work, how's life? And it's just a really good experience. Like, you just meet people that you would have never met before. In college, I think you get to meet people from other countries because a lot of people go and travel abroad for college. But just actually experiencing their life and just getting to know them has been an amazing experience. And I have so many people that I've met, and just so many experiences from just some great people that I met. And of course, you have to say goodbye to them, but that can also be a networking opportunity, getting to know different people. If you ever are in a business or you're in some type of entrepreneurship where you want to connect all over the world and you want to expand your business in different places, that's an amazing way to get to know people. Travel where they are, get to know them. You never know when you might want to open up a business. I know for me, when on one of my recent trips to Suriname, the guy was he wanted to open up like a hostel/gym, and he was like, if you ever want to come and work for me, I want you to come back. You can be my business partner. We can do this and that. Now, of course, you have people who just talk, but he was really business minded. And if I really was trying to go in that direction, I know that I could work with him if Suriname was a place that I was trying to land, which is not. But if it was, that would have been an amazing opportunity for me to do that. And it's an amazing opportunity for you too. So I definitely would recommend it, even from a business perspective, to open your mind for networking opportunities if you want to go global. So that was number 3. Number 4, sorry, I got gum in my mouth too. That's kind of not good etiquette. Number 4 is kind of like number 1 and number 2, is just basically getting out of your comfort zone. So getting out of your comfort zone can really open up your mind to different things. So humbling yourself. Coming from a rich country, one of the most rich countries in the world, United States, you pretty much, you don't really know what it's like. I mean, you may know what it's like to struggle. You may know what it's like to not have food or not have lights, but you don't know what it's like to live in a place where you have to walk 5 miles to go and get water, grabbing buckets of water, and that's the only water you're going to have at your house. You don't know what it's like to not even know what not having lights is. You may be used to getting your lights cut off, but not ever having electricity. Living in a place where there is 4 different families in a 2-bedroom home. Things like that. And I'm not saying it's going to be everybody's situation in every country, but a lot of the countries that I've traveled to were, what they call third world countries. And it really does humble you to see that maybe my life is not that bad. Maybe my situation is actually not that bad. And it gives you a different perspective. So I would say number 4 is getting that humbling experience, just experiencing something that humbles you and keeps you grounded. So that way, when you do come back to the United States, it's like, wow, I really am appreciative of what I have, because I know it could be a lot worse. And it's like, we know that mentally, but to actually live it and experience it, you get to really get that firsthand experience. So humbling you and getting away from your same environment. And the last one, it's kind of like number 4. Basically, traveling abroad, you get to see God's beautiful creation. You get to not have yourself in a box. You get to expand your mind, and you get to appreciate life. You get to understand the appreciation of life itself. Of course, you can do this where you are, in your hometown or wherever, but it gives you an experience to really appreciate the beauty. There's places that I've been to recently. Man, I can't even begin to start naming some of the countries, but Brazil was one of them. Guatemala was one of them. I mean, have you ever seen mountains? And I'm not even like a mountain girl, but in Guatemala, there were just mountains and these views that were just the most beautiful. It just really lets you see how amazing God is to have created all this. And this is the world after sin came into the world. And this is the view of how beautiful it is. So you can imagine how beautiful this world was before sin was in the picture. So just really appreciating how beautiful life is, how short life is. And it's not that hard. It's really not that hard to travel abroad and get a different perspective. So I really would encourage you. These are just 5 reasons to travel abroad, but there are so many more reasons. That's why I personally, it's just really deeply rooted in me. I just can't stop, you know, even after marriage and kids and all of that, whenever that comes, I'm still going to be traveling, you know, wanting to learn new languages, because it's just really, truly an authentic, amazing experience. Sometimes it's hard to put in words. So I'll go ahead and end the video there, but those are my top 5 reasons why you should travel abroad.